back. I'm so fucking...
There are many great sports going on at the moment, but none quite as hyped up or as exciting as this year's Mount Olive football team. For the first episode of Marauder Madness, let's take a look back on last year's success so all the freshmen know what they missed out on. Last season for the Mount Olive Marauders was one of the best in recent history. They went 11-2 last year with a dominating offense and stifling defense. They won the state sectional championship. They went 6-0 on the road. They were a team of road warriors. With an average margin of victory of over 16 points, they were just thrilling to watch under the lights. With an amazing offense that averaged 29 points and a defense that only gave up 15 points per game, nobody could stop them. This past week, I was able to sit down with one of the lead key members of this team and talk about their success. I am here with Jake Asbury now, starting quarterback for your Mount Olive Marauders. Jake, after the success of last season's state sectionals championship, what was the locker room atmosphere like going into the Roxbury game?
Going into the Roxbury game, playing them again at their field, it was excitement, but it was definitely dedication. We wanted to make sure, you don't want to get too high or too low for the game. You want to make sure you're going in with the same attitude as you did last year, just to dominate and stay on top.
What were the expectations of the team? What did you guys expect from yourselves, game in, game out?
We just expected to stay at our own level of play, not play down to them, and be perfect, almost near perfect, in the game of executing plays and defenses and stuff. And after playing the game, first half was a little rocky, but second half we definitely played as perfect as we could.
How do you plan to elevate your game since the Roxbury game? How do you personally plan on improving and stepping up?
Honestly, just repping more plays, the same plays, coming up with new plays, all this stuff, just staying consistent really, and making sure that we stay at our own level of play, not playing down to anyone else.
Now, coming off of the very big win against Roxbury, how does the team plan to get ready for the Randolph game?
Staying dedicated, staying hardworking at practice, not taking anything light, not being tired, not complaining, just giving everything your 110% and making sure that, again, we stay on top and we're not, playing down to someone that is not on our level.
Final question here, Jake. Do you think that this team could build on last year's success and the new momentum from the Roxbury game to make another push into state sectionals and maybe even states?
100%. I think that if we stay dedicated and playing at our level, not getting pity for anyone, if they want to get blown out by 40 because they can't keep up, then so be it. They're going to get blown out by 40. I mean, it's just something that Mount Olive needs to prove this year, and, we're not stopping for anyone.
All right, thanks, Jake. Great talking to you. That interview was fresh off the first game of the season at Roxbury, where your Mount Olive Marauders won 48-0 in a dominating performance under the lights. With a dominating duo of Jake Asbury and Tyler Cummings in the backfield, there was absolutely nothing the Roxbury defense could do about it. Jake Asbury threw for 261 touchdowns, along with having 30 rushing yards and including a rushing touchdown. Tyler Cummings, meanwhile, had 105 yards on the ground, along with 4 total touchdowns, as he ran all over the Roxbury defense. Speaking of defense, James Giamanco led the squad with 9 total tackles, including 4 for a loss and even half a sack. The overall defense was just swarming all members of the Roxbury offense as they forced 4 total turnovers throughout the contest, and they didn't even give up a single point. And honestly, the following game against Randolph wasn't much different. The Marauders blew out the Rams 49-14 in their home opener under the lights. Led by a dominating defense that didn't allow a point past the first quarter, and once again, that amazing offense. Asbury threw for 2 touchdowns, and Tyler Cummings ran for 179 yards and added 2 more on the ground. On defense, Lincoln Utes led the unit with 3 total sacks, and as he proved to be a force to be reckoned with. Overall, the team had 8 total sacks and forced 2 turnovers, as the team just dominated the Rams in all aspects of the game. Unfortunately, though, this past weekend, the Marauders came up just short on Saturday against Chatham on the road. But they're looking to bounce back later tonight against Morristown at home in the Ship. That's all for today, Mount Olive. You have a good day.